We're going to be doing our review of Godzilla versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue 2, issue 3.
Yes.
And, I'd say overall I like this issue a lot more than issue 2.
Yes. Like issue two, one of the things that we said about it was it's a bit hectic. It's almost like how we expected any multiversal movie or thing, like show, like, everyone thought Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness was just going to be jumping universe, 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 universe. That's how this was. So it's like very hectic, lots of jumping. This issue, we have three jumps.
Yeah, 3 jumps.
Three jumps.
But at least you had time to kind of process them.
Yeah,
Whereas the
one
last
was just
issue,
like
I couldn't
boom,
even
boom,
really like
boom, boom.
comprehend
It was
what
like
was happening.
each page was like another universe. This one was like they're like, all right, we're gonna slow it down a little here.
Still pretty quick, but better.
And yeah, it's still a very. These are like extremely quick reads. I mean, we could sum it up pretty quick here with the summary here. Basically, we're picking up right where the last issue left off. Psycho Rangers showed up. It's about to go down, and it's like it does feel like they fast forwarded, like just a pinch. Like, all right, you're just gonna fill in the gaps here. They just at it. They're battling right now, and like it's kind of all chaos. Like, oh, we gotta go rescue these Rangers. Obviously, that Blue Ranger we saw at the end of the last issue, we find out it was not Billy. Who was his name? It was Adra. Red Ranger was Adra, and I wrote their names down somewhere.
Adra, and the pink one's name was Clarissa.
Yes. Yeah. So it wasn't our OG Ranger team that they were saving. They were saving alternate versions, not the same names, different people.
Yeah.
They managed to just get away with the blue and the pink. Right? Did they save anyone else from
No,
that?
just the blue and the pink.
Yeah, blue and pink.
And they're in the
injured.
med bay.
They're in the med bay. The battle was not going good at all for them.
Yeah, no, they're getting destroyed.
Rangers. I mean, you had basically 2 Power Ranger teams, Jet Jaguar, the Tiger Zord, and the Dragon Zord, along with another Megazord fighting, and they just couldn't get the job done. So Jet Jaguar has that time travel beacon and not time travel, multiversal focus, and he takes him to another universe. Goro's kind of like still there on the comms, like, hey, you guys gotta get the hell out of there. As like Jet Jag was charged, taking you away. They end up on an island, and we find out it's Infant Island. They're greeted by the Mothra fairies, the Shelby Jin, but here they call them like the Elias?
Yeah, I was like, why?
I was like, why?
Use Sobijin.
I don't
like,
know.
Did they not pay for the license?
I don't know what that name was there. I don't want to sound ignorant here, but I have never seen that name in my life for the Mothra fairies, the Shobijin. The Elias, they were called. Elias?
Yeah, something
Elias.
like
that. Yeah. They kind of like, hey, yeah, we're here, and you're under Mothra's protection. This is Infant Island. And quickly, they inform the team, hey, we kind of like pulled you here. We signaled for Jet Jaguar to warp here because we detected you. The multiverse is collapsing if you don't get this under control. The whole spiel of the multiverse. So your typical multiverse movie thing. And they're like, all right, Psycho Rangers quickly find them. Godzilla and Mothra are fighting, and they still can't put up the fight now. Now they got Mothra helping. They warp yet again. Now back to the Ranger team's real Angel Grove. They're on their real world now. Zordon Alpha's there, the Shobijin. I'm calling them the Shobijin. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I'm going to do that too. I'm not using that name.
Yeah. And they kind of like, here, well, we can help you. Jet Jaguar's off on a mission, and so is White and Green. White and Green are not there. Tommy and whoever the White Ranger is not there. And then they show us Anguirus, Mothra, Rodan, King Caesar, and they make Morphin coins for them. And the Psycho Rangers come through with their army. They're about to storm the Rangers Command Center, and they morph into the Kaiju Rangers, and that's our big cliffhanger. Uh, Really quick, straightforward story, like we said.
Yeah.
From the upcoming issue 4 cover, the Hollow variant, clearly we see Green is going to be a Godzilla Ranger. I don't know what's going to happen to the White Ranger.
They haven't shown anything
They haven't
yet.
shown. He hasn't even been on many of the covers, I feel like.
No, just the a couple of the variants.
I mean, I have this wraparound, and it's just just the main Megazord with Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's going to. I feel like it's gonna be a reveal,
but I don't know who he's gonna be. Like, what's that big reveal gonna be? I mean,
I'm not sure. Well, I even think, is that White Ranger gonna get its own Kaiju coin, and what is that gonna be?
yeah, that's what is that Kaiju Ranger gonna be?
But then, is there gonna be a big reveal for that White Ranger's identity? Like, I'm still asking, is it Tommy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the big secret
they
there. We don't
are
know
pushing. We didn't cover it in the news. They are going to be coming out with Boom Studios, their next project, because they have finished up the Power Rangers run. Is going to be like an anthology of Ranger written stories.
Yeah, it's got Matt Groom from the Massiverse. Inferno Girl Red worked on a story with Steve Cardenas, the Red Ranger, and it's a Red Ranger based story.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a pretty good one. You got a great writer and the Red Ranger behind the story.
Maybe we're going to tease from one of those stories. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know the direction of the Power Ranger universe.
Yeah. At all.
There's that, and the crossover. Their next Power Ranger crossover is the Usagi, the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's sort of linked to the Ninja Turtles. Not too up on that character.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's going to try to be one of the reveals to kind of get you hooked into another series. My theory is still maybe it's an alternate version of the Green Ranger from Ramping Joe's Johnson's story. I'm not sure. One thing I'd like to note, though, they still have not named the Red Ranger by name yet.
Yes.
That is I think that's the
we don't know
only
if it's
one that has
Rocky
not
or
been
Jason.
named. Except for the yellow one. I don't think they've said Trini yet, but it's clearly Trini.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like...
It's the Red Ranger.
It's just the Red Ranger. It's... What are you talking about? It's Rocky.
Well, they got Steve Cardenas working on that anthology issue, so...
It's Rocky.
They're going with Rocky Red.
Yeah. Rocky Red's better anyway. Oh, man. Gotta make the Red Ranger jokes while you can.
Yeah. You gotta take your chances there.
Oh,
but
man.
it's a cool story. Love seeing Jet Jaguar in action. I always love to see some Jet Jaguar. What do you think the White Ranger could be if it is Kaiju?
If we're not gonna,
is another Godzilla friendly Kaiju that we're missing from the team here?
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm stumped on. The only other thing I can think of is if we get a Tiger Zord, Jet Jaguar combo.
That's what I was
only
thinking.
Thing I can think of.
I'm like, Jet Jaguar's the only one that's kind of there. Maybe he's just gonna do something with Jet Jaguar, or maybe we have maybe he's just gonna be another Godzilla. I mean, it's a multiverse.
It's possible.
They might just snatch up another Godzilla. Maybe he'll be
98 Godzilla.
98. Yeah, can you imagine he's just Zilla Tigers or maybe Millennium.
Supposedly, Japan's getting its first licensed Zilla figure.
Yes. Yeah.
But it looks like the Zilla from Final Wars.
Yes.
It's not 98. It is the bad scan of a toy Zilla.
Linkin Park music blasting.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah,
You know,
but
it's gonna be good.
yeah, I mean, so far I'm enjoying this. It's a crazy series. Will we get a third one? I don't know. They haven't come back for a third Ninja Turtles, so
It could
we'll
be something
see.
that takes a year and a half or something.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised how fast they came out with this right after the first series, because the gap between Ninja Turtles and Ninja Turtles 2 crossover with the Power Rangers I thought was a pretty big gap. I thought it was a like they skipped a year and then they did alright the following year, because they did
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, Godzilla, then Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. I guess it all depends on sales and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's two comic book companies. And now also, a little side note here. I just hit me now that we're talking about this. Boom Studios sold to Penguin Random House now, actually.
Yeah.
So ownership changed over there, too. So these comic company crossovers might come to an end, unfortunately.
You see, the one thing I'm not
We'll
worried
see.
about though is that Penguin has the publishing rights for Godzilla,
They do, yes.
and
it
they've
might,
already announced. It seems like
they
they
mi-
already have plans in place for a lot of the franchises.
yeah.
Except,
Technically, now I'm thinking, Penguin's the one that publishes, Penguin Random House is the one that publishes all the trade paperbacks. So is it all under one roof now? Technically, it might be easier now. It's all kind of like flowing through my head now that we're talking
I mean, they could
about
do
it out loud.
anything they want. Hasbro just wants their check.
Yes. I
Hasbro
really
don't
wish
care at
Hasbro would
all.
be like, hey, can you just want to, you guys have been making all these stories and we've been twiddling our thumbs.
We
Yeah.
we hear
Uh,
Super Raya with Marvel, like everything has to be drawn exact. The helmet's got to be perfect.
Yeah.
No artist like interpretation. It's
Yeah.
got to be Ultraman, unmistakably. And then you have Hasbro. It's just like you could do anything to Power Rangers
Just
as
give
long
us
as you
some
pay that
money.
licensing fee. Literally anything.
Yeah. Terrible Hasbro.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Why does Power Rangers always come back to Hasbro being complete garbage?